Hi there, I'm Thomas, and in this little video here, I'm going to show you how to combine multiple checklists into one, provide you one single overview of the progress. So that means for this, we have two chillers, and then type of the chiller, and then we have some pre-functional checklist and some functional performance tests. We're going to work within the functional performance test, so the FPT section. And we're going to attach a checklist for the controls, electrical and mechanical contractor. So 3 checklists. To do that, we're first going to go into the types of the assets. I'm going to do that in the sidebar here. Then you see we've got some air unit, and then down here we've got the chillers. So on the chiller, we're selecting the functional test, and we're going to give it a name. It's going to be named electrical. Finding one checklist in my template center, select that one, and attaching it. We're going to do the same for the mechanical, like that, and attaching that one. And then the last one, that's going to be the controls. And the controls is then attached now. So the thing that's happening now is that we're telling the system that a chiller will always have 3 checklists within the functional test segmentation. So if we go back to the asset overview, then expanding the chiller test, we have 3 checklists pending. Click on this one here, then you see we've got the controls, the electrical and mechanical. So as we progress in these, then the background here will also start to increment. One is done, then 1/3 of it will be green. Let me show you how it looks inside the global test view. So going over here, then you see the functional test down here. We've got the chiller, and then you got chiller on the electrical part, the mechanical part, and the controls part. What we normally would advise you to do is that you're going to assign these checklists to the responsible parties here. You can also do it by group of users, so the electrical contractor, like that. That also means when the electrical contractor signs in, that person only sees the electrical checklist, nothing more, nothing less. But it will also allow you to keep a quick overview. How is the actual progress of the electrical checklist? You can go over here, see the actual percentage completion. You can bind it together, say that the electrical checklist must be performed before the mechanical is starting, and so on. So that is how you segment the different checklists out. Now let's try to open one of these. So I'm going to open this one, and then we open my demo template. So it has some main information at the top, approval flow. So for the guide on performing the checklist in this here, that's in another video. So I'm just going to quickly go through this one here. So running through this checklist like it was Friday, and then we're going to sign it. That's it. So in the master overview now, then you can see here we've got the electrical checklist marked as approved and 100%, and then that starts to scale up throughout the system structure. If I then go back to the asset overview, then in the asset overview, you also got that we have 2 pending and 1 approved. So that's how you have the different interfaces to keep track of how is the actual progress on the project. That's another thing I'm going to show here. That's mainly relevant when you're starting to have let's say 50 checklists on the project, not when you only have 5 or 10. But that is these interfaces here can also be customized further. So if we prefer to view the checklist, update this to be mechanical, and then controls, because then we can right click on the user group and add to grouping. Yeah, when we do that, then you see now we actually make the segmentation by the responsible person. So we have functional test, chiller, controls contractor, and electrical contractor. So that's another way to view the data. View it by the assets. Then we can view it like this. So you can see chiller 01, that is approved, 100%, and 33% done on the chiller 1. So you can make different kinds of interfaces for how you like to see the data, and also for how you like the subcontractors to see the data. That's it for now.